Hi there guys, here I am with Kev O'Kane. Kev is fighting for the amateur middleweight Fight UK title tonight, and he's from UTC Gym in Birmingham. How you doing, Kev?
I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. Obviously you fought on the last show, you put on a great performance, you've come back to claim the belt now.
Yep.
Any special preparation for the title fight?
No, just exactly the same. We've got every sort of style at UTC, so I'm ready for anything. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you looked really, really good last time, and obviously, look, we all know UTC. You've got some awesome guys training out there. You've got the likes of Vaughan Lee, who's obviously UFC fighter, and we've also got a lot of the guys who fight on the show here at Fight UK. So, you know, we love to get the UTC guys down there. You always bring a big crowd, always very, very vocal, so I would assume you're going to have a few guys in the crowd tonight shouting your name.
Yeah, most definitely, especially with two of us being on the card this time. Last time it was just me, so...
Excellent. And obviously, look, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be desperate to walk away with that, with a gold around your waist.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, look, Kev, like I said, you're looking in good shape. You look like you've been training hard. You've got that little glint in your eye. You've got a smile on your face. I love that. I can see you're desperate to get in there. You're desperate to bring that belt back. So what I'll do is I'll wish you the best of luck, mate, and I'm looking forward to seeing you fighting for the title tonight.
Thank you very much.
Your champion, fighting out of the red corner. He hails from Northampton. He's 27 years old, stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, and weighing at 185 pounds. He fights for BST and has a perfect, undefeated mixed martial arts record of 3 contests with 3 wins. He's your reigning, defending, undisputed Fight UK middleweight champion. Let's hear it for Maciek Slonina.
Okay, so we are in for a middleweight title fight. Amateur rules. This is scheduled 5 3-minute rounds. Kev O'Kane from UTC in the blue corner with the blue shorts. Maciek Slonina from BST in the red corner with a little bit of reddy orange on his shorts.
See experienced corners for both guys. Danny Batten in the corner of Slonina. O'Kane has a UFC star Vaughan Lee in his corner. Both coming from very good gyms. I expect a good fight.
Yeah, UTC and BST are two of the biggest in the Midlands area. Nice. Maciek is looking to isolate the leg and go for the ankle trip, and he reverses it with his own ankle, and that was very nicely done.
Yeah, the defending champion, Maciek, won it last time out against Shane Flaherty, and undefeated so far, 3-0. But Kev O'Kane got some real momentum coming into this fight. He's won 4 straight. So it has all the makings of a good matchup. Certainly one worthy of this, the middleweight strap at Fight UK.
Yeah, I mean, we've got O'Kane has got slightly more experience on paper.
Slonina on top. He's trying to trap that left arm of O'Kane to get off his ground and pound. But O'Kane's wise to it, keeps pummeling the arm back in. But you can see he keeps trying to trap the arm with his knee. And if you can put him in that spot, that would be a great position to start letting off that right hand there from the top. O'Kane looking to try and isolate an arm. Doesn't quite get there.
No, that's right. But the whole time though, Maciek's left leg is stuck in half guard. And we're seeing a limitation here because we're up against the cage wall. So O'Kane can't really do much with it in terms of sweeps because the cage wall is not being his friend in this instance.
Yeah, you see he's trapped that arm, he's been working for it, and now he's got it. Give him a chance to get a few clean shots off, and then O'Kane pummels it back in. Looking for the full mount now with Slonina, and I think he's got it. But working off the cage is O'Kane, trying to free himself. Slonina would do well to just rustle his way to the middle, and he does. O'Kane giving up the back.
Here's the transition.
Slonina on him like a backpack, giving him no room at all. And if he can flatten him out, this is a good position for submissions and strikes.
This is dangerous place to be. He has turned him. He's on his side. Now we can see O'Kane driving his chin down. So Maciek giving him a couple of little digs to the face there, trying to persuade him otherwise.
Yeah, it just opens it up. That's on the jaw, but it's going to be uncomfortable.
It is. I've seen people tap before due to just the discomfort and the panic of it. But O'Kane has done really well there to defend that rear choke, but he's putting himself back in it again. He'd rather be in rear choke, getting choked, than getting punched in the face from Mount. That's not the best idea.
Eating some hammer fist though for his troubles. And this has been nothing if not a dominant round for Slonina, the champ.
Yeah, fantastic start.
Familiar with being in tough spots and working his way out. So, you know, it won't be unfamiliar to him, and yeah, it'll certainly be looking to pick it up. A big shot lands there, and Slonina went in. Okay, and look for the head kick, but it actually gave him the knee as he dropped his level. Straight in the face, and that would not have been fun, but that was a relentless takedown from Maciek from one side to the other of the cage, and he finally got his man down on the canvas just as he walks into his corner. Yeah, it was like a dog on a bone on that single leg. Wouldn't give it up at all, and he got his rewards for it, because now he's back on top, back in the dominant position. I mean, that kind of tenacity is the reason why guys become champions, you know. He ate a big shot, but he just carried on, drove straight through it, and eventually got rewarded for his efforts at the end. No, you're right. There is a reason that Maciek is the champ here. We see half a crucifix. Can he lock down the other arm? Yeah, and under these rules, obviously no elbows. That makes that position a lot more dangerous, but you know, with clubbing with that right hand, if you can isolate your opponent's arm, you know, it's a good place to really put some shots in. And you know, they're not the biggest shots, but you know, add them up and they'll take the toll. A shot's a shot. If referee Mark Woodard's watching and you get 20 of those in the face and you're not intelligently defending yourself, and it's very difficult to do that for crucifix, and it's game over. But I'm going to stop talking about crucifix now, because whilst we've been jabbering on, Maciek's moved off into side control. He's let go of that crucifix. He's trying to re-secure an underhook. Yeah, looking to isolate underneath that far arm, obviously to maintain his position on top. So you're very tight on top, very methodical, not giving anything away, and O'Kane just really struggling to get out from underneath at the moment. Eating some big right hands as well as he tries to turn to follow his underhook. You know, it's got to happen to escape. Sometimes you've just got to give up, you know, a little bit of that comfort, a little bit of his protection. And he went for the underhook to try and get out, ate some punches, and decided that being flat on his back was the better option again. Absolutely. There are many things in the world that are a better option to getting punched in the face, some of which I won't go into details with now. So now, are we going to see O'Kane look to use the cage wall? I'd like to see that right now. Yeah, and he's using it. You can see him coming up on the arm, sticking his back against the fence, maybe trying to isolate Slonina's far arm for a Kimura, but he lets his hips get taken back underneath him, and he's lost that opportunity to wall walk. It's a really important skill to have, and you know, he'll be disappointed that he's given that up. Slonina just grinding, methodical, wearing his man down, not giving away anything. You know, he's the champ, and it doesn't look like relinquishing his belt just yet. Not if these first 2 rounds are anything to go by, Lloyd. That's it. And it's interesting. It's not very methodical, escaping. It just is not working for him. He needs to try and explode, create scrambles, and get out that way. He does, yeah. You're absolutely right. Goes with the right kick to the body. Let's see if he can keep it on the feet for a little bit longer this time. I was just going to say, with someone who's got wrestling of Maciek's calibre, I would not be throwing kicks. But here we see the tables have turned. Kev O'Kane with the trip takedown. Yeah, nice reversal there. That was beautiful work from O'Kane. Looking to sink in the Darce choke maybe from that position. Not that I want to cause an argument, but I like to call it Bravo. It's only the Americans who call it Darce. Let's be honest, Joe Darce didn't invent it. Not that I want to start an argument. Either way, whatever you call it, Kev O'Kane had a very, very deep Bravo choke there. Indeed. And he's found himself on top. You know, he threatened with a submission. Now he's inside the guard. And this is his chance to really impose some punishment of his own. That's going to have done wonders for his confidence, isn't it? Yeah, and a bit of urgency now. You know, there is 3 rounds left, but you know, it's 2 rounds down. You know, Slonina's 2 rounds to the good, and you know, it really is the challenger that needs to start making the moves. That's it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Slonina doing a good job of controlling the posture. As I say that, commentator's curse again. O'Kane back up to his feet.
Little readjustment of his gentleman's area protector there. As he comes in, look at that. Powerful double leg, and O'Kane just shakes it off.
Yeah, and that is a very tiring thing to have to happen.
Yeah.
Halfway through the third round, having your shot stuff like that, it really does take the wind out of your sails.
And O'Kane is now, look at his shots are crisp. This is what I was talking about in the first round. He's in it for the distance, and he's just about woke up now. I think we're seeing a different calibre of Kevin O'Kane that we saw in round one.
Another big kick, and Slonina's on his back. O'Kane really finding that momentum. He wants to get back up to the feet. And that was almost a mirror image of what we saw earlier in round 1 or 2. As Slonina shot, O'Kane just timed that kick, and it hit him bang on the jaw of it again. And now he's finding his rhythm.
That's it, yeah. I think he's got a small window here. I mean, he's really shocked Maciek Slonina here for a brief second. I'd like to see him capitalise on it. You know, he really needs to explode and realise that, look, you know, Slonina has been dominating. You've got this little opening here. You need to explore it fully.
Yeah, and he's coming in with heavier punches now. A lot more confidence from O'Kane, and he just seems to have perked up. And he's enjoying this fight now a lot more in round 3.
He is, absolutely. He looks like a man in his comfort zone. Slonina turning his back. He's on the outside of the ring. All the body language is of someone that is not.
Big right hand and kick to the body, and that's it, the fight is over. We were in the last 10 seconds.
Unbelievable stoppage there. That is right on the buzzer. A fantastic kick there from Kevin O'Kane.
He started big right hand to the body, followed it up with that huge right to the midsection, crumpled the champion in half. No longer is a champion. Kevin O'Kane dethrones him.
He will be very, very happy with that, and no doubt there will be a massive celebration back at UTC tonight.
After 2 minutes and 59 seconds of round number 3, your winner due to referee stoppage from ground and pound, a new Fight UK middleweight champion from the blue corner, Kev O'Kane. But let's hear it for a very worthy challenge champion. Let's hear it for Maciek Slonina. Okay, Kev, step into the centre, please, mate. Well, when I was interviewing you before the fight, I said to you, you were desperate to come out with the gold. You got the gold round your waist, mate. How you feeling, brother?
Yeah, I feel great. Yeah, I could tell he was getting tired in the second round, so only the third round was where I'd taken.
Yeah. Good stuff. I mean, it was you dropped him over there with a big shot. You considered going down, and you thought, nah, get back up, bring him up, because he's a very, very talented grappler. The first couple of rounds, he was there when he took you back, mate. To get out of that shows your heart, your grit, and your determination. Now, obviously, it was a fantastic finish, and as I just said to you as well, you caught him with that right hand to the body, and you could see the air go out of him. So look, obviously, there's going to be a celebration fight tonight. I'm assuming there's going to be a few beers sunk right now. So look, obviously, you're going to bask in the glory, but what's next for Kev O'Kane?
It's up to these men here. It's up to them. Whatever they say, I'll do. Whenever, whoever.
So what we're thinking of, a couple of defences, and then maybe slip up to the pro ranks?
Maybe just go pro, I don't know.
What we are very, very pleased to see is that we have a new champion here at Fight UK, and we want to see you back, and we want to see you defend your belt. Ladies and gentlemen, your new champion, Kev O'Kane.